Time is a funny thing. The days feel long, but the weeks go by so fast. No matter how prepared we are, whitetail season arrives with a ground rush. It's hard to believe that the rut is already fast approaching. October was a fruitful month, and we notched some important tags here in Illinois. But there's a lot of season left, and we have several tags to go. My neighbor Ernie has been working hard to dial in a new piece of property. The #1 buck on his hit list, he calls Little Bill. And Little Bill has been chased hard by the previous landowners, making him a hard buck to pattern. For me, my full attention has been on 2 deer in particular. One is a 6-year-old named Nosy. The other one I call the mule deer buck. And I'm hoping as the rut gets closer, one of them will make a mistake. And with a little weather blowing in, this week is as good a time as any. Fortunately, I've recruited a friend to come and join me in the woods for the first week of November. Welcome.
How are you, my friend?
Oh my gosh, we've been planning this for so many years.
I know. I'm pumped. This isn't the only time I'm going to get out this year.
Well, you've hit it perfect. Did you look at the weather?
No, tell me about it.
High pressure coming in, all north winds, temperatures dropping to freezing for the first time of the season. I know, we're ready. So come on in, let's get settled in and let's get out in the stand. Jamie is not only a good friend, but he helps lead a company that makes one of the most important deer management tools in my arsenal, and that's Reconyx. But since I've already had a whole arsenal of their game cameras canvassing my farm, I'm gladly letting him fill a tag in exchange for an extra observer in the woods. With the excitement of the rut approaching, climbing in the stand feels like opening day all over again. Tonight might be a little slow, but it's still early. And this gives us time to get our bearings and build some anticipation for what should be an amazing week.
Hey, Greg. What's going on?
I'm going through a stack of cards right here. Look at this. Every time.
What is that?
So that's a coon chasing a doe. It's amazing. You go through these, actually save a folder with the most hilarious clips that I see for wildlife. I mean, I've seen otters go through the middle of the farm, whatever. And I'm sure over the years you guys have seen a lot of neat wildlife footage come your way.
A lot of our customers send us some very amazing photos and videos. We have cameras literally all over the planet.
Reconyx first cut their teeth as a product for wildlife research in 2003. With their cameras scattered as high as Nepal, all the way to Antarctica capturing penguins. By 2008, the Hyperfire line was taking over more than just research, with the trail camera industry and security surveillance industry as well.
We really started our business creating professional grade research cameras for the research market. That's what we did the first few years of our life. And then we decided that once we built this better grade of product that can handle these extreme heat, cold, longevity.
Then you can migrate that over to the outdoors.
It made total sense.
You think if you can withstand the conditions of Antarctica or being out for these snow leopards or what have you, a guy leaving it out for a few months in Wisconsin is not going to have an issue either.
Not a problem. That's why they last so long.
Man, that's incredible. Well, I've got my homework cut out for me, but I'm sure in this pile of cars, there will be a shooter for you.
I'm hoping so. I am hoping so.
We're still waiting on the weather to turn, but each day should be getting better and better. We can only guess when the pre-rut spark will fan into a full-blown fire, and must make sure we are in the right place when it happens. I've given Jamie a brief rundown on our deer inventory, both the target bucks and the ones with a free pass. Until it really gets rolling, we will have to keep a close eye on our intel and stay patient.
Well, I don't see a buck in the back of the Polaris.
Hey, no, a little on the slow side this morning.
It's just that time of year.
Not quite there yet.
Exactly. But this is the perfect time of year for us to take inventory. I think we can run some cameras. I want to put a couple more on licking branches and then maybe bounce down to the Vail plot, which I can't wait to show you is gorgeous. To maybe create a focal point there to try to capture all those bucks. So if you're game for it, maybe we'll change clothes and go get a little work done.
Heck yeah, love to.
Okay.
Let's do it.
While game cameras are a powerful tool and have revolutionized what we know of deer behavior, they are only as useful as where you put them. It takes some advanced woodsmanship to read the terrain and decipher travel corridors and pinch points, all in the hopes to maximize your reconnaissance. But who doesn't love some next level hunter hacks to increase our chances? By making a few slight alterations, we can manipulate where deer will tend to travel and increase our odds at crossing paths. Along with mock scrapes and licking branches, I've got one more trick up my sleeve I've been eager to try.
This is one of my favorite food plots on the entire farm. We call it the Vail plot. We've been super successful in this spot. But what's happened is, as these bucks have learned about this food plot and they cruise up and down this creek, the entire line of this food plot has all of these scrapes in it. I want to create a focal point. This is the first scrape they'll visit. And obviously the tree stand, you can see it right there over our shoulder. It's all about trying to manage, like you say, the data and try to get a community scrape and licking branch going. And if there's so many of them, how do you create something that's special? And that's basically what we're going to try here.
Through a dozen years of trial and error, I've learned what works. And now with a little tinkering and experimentation, I can try and make it better. But Jamie's time here will be over in a flash and the rut won't be far behind. We need to make the most of it. If there's ever was a time to pull out all the stops, this is it. With each sit, deer movements seems to be moving up and to the right. The rut can be like a garden in the spring. The fruit of our labors are in full display, and we are itching for a harvest. Unfortunately, this framey 4-year-old we call Jack needs another year.
Hey, how was it?
You're not going to believe it. I had the most incredible encounter with Nosy.
No kidding.
Yeah, the deer I told you with the crazy brow tines,
Yeah,
6.5-year-old. Yeah, so finished getting cleaned up, and I have to show you this footage. It is unbelievable. Yeah, he exploded this year.
Nice. Be right in.
While Jamie had an encounter with a buck we call Jack, I had my #1 target buck Nosy taunting me from across the field. He came in all his glory, hitting every licking branch in the area.
That is amazing.
But the thing is, he was 80 yards away. So if he got to the edge of the big tine, it would be marginal, it would be like 70, so he had to come out like, I mean, I wanted it under 60 yards just to feel comfortable.
Sure.
We knew at 3 years old, he was going to be something special. That's also when he earned his name from a nose injury. At 5, he still hadn't made any massive leaps in size. But at the first sight of his 6-year-old velvet antlers, he walked straight onto our hit list.
So it was a cool experience,
Very neat.
I know it.
No wonder you're excited. I'm too.
I am.
That's
I am.
awesome.
Now we just have to get him within bow range.
While I'm sitting pretty with lots of season left, Jamie, on the other hand, is coming down to the wire. With just 2 days left, he decides to power through an all-day sit deep in the timber. It doesn't take long to realize things are heating up. Buck after buck comes cruising through, showing all the signs that every hunter wants to see. Only one thing is still missing: a mature buck.
just starting, right?
We're there. We're like a day or two.
Whether it's a week-long hunt or a month-long hunt, they always seem to take all the time you have, if not more. But hopes are high after so many bucks were on the move yesterday. All Jamie needs is a right buck to make a wrong move. Footage from a Reconyx overnight showed a bruiser lurking nearby.
Well,
Yes.
oh, that is awesome. Congratulations. So tell me the story. Is that a good spot down there?
That we had so much traffic early on, it was crazy. It was so much fun.
It's tough in the timber during the rut. I mean, these deer materialize out of anywhere.
Yeah.
So you got to make a quick decision. Is he mature? Is he on the hit list? What
And
is
you
he?
get this glimpse.
Right.
But when he came in, it was beyond a glimpse. It was
No
full
kid.
on.
How far was the shot?
Oh, 15 yards.
Did it feel like a good shot?
Oh yeah, it thumped him good.
Oh my God.
I can't wait.
All right. Well, bring your bow just in case.
All right.
See if we can't find this beast.
There he is. Right there.
Oh,
Right there.
Congratulations.
For as much excitement and anticipation that the rut can promise, more often than not, it leaves crushed dreams and disappointment in its wake. From bad timing, poor weather, to plain old missed opportunities, it's much easier for one thing to go wrong than for everything to go right. For that very reason, when it does work exactly how it's supposed to, success tastes that much sweeter. I couldn't be happier for Jamie. He worked hard and pressed through to the very end of his time here. There's no doubt that he earned this tag. But here in Illinois, the job is not finished. We have a few more stories that need an ending, but only time will tell.